what? Waterways. Hate that place. Ah, what's this? Lair of the Hollow King. Oh, well, okay. I guess I have to come back for that. It's good at least that I can traverse the whole area, I guess. Lakewood Dungeon is... Wait, really? How did I go in a circle there? Very tenuous grasp of reality, apparently. Or does this somehow loop back onto itself forever? I'm guessing it loops back onto itself, because I went all the way to the left and down, and somehow it got me back to the right and up. Alright, so apparently there's very few actual areas that I need to go to here. Pretty sure Desert Ruins is all cleared out. Sky Pillars, and that's where I started. What about chocolate covered? Absolutely, chocolate covered, peanut butter filled. You give me pretzels, I'll give you crumbs back because I ate them. Subcon, you're garbage. You're a terrible place. You don't help me at all. I'll just keep going back to the same 3 places over and over and over again. What if I go right here? What's that? Oh, it's looping as well. So that's literally the only door I haven't opened now. Yeah, okay. Same place, same thing, every time. I wonder if there's anything on this wall. I should just slide down it just in case. Nope. You never see it coming when they put, like, a secret door or something in the place you're supposed to be traversing areas in. Sorry about all the bell ringing I've been doing lately. Does this complete lack of any kind of indication where to go annoy you? Like, I understand you enjoy exploration, but not necessarily... having a clear goal doesn't bug you by itself, but here there is a clear goal and a clear right way, I think, and you can't find it. Yeah, it kind of does bug me a little bit. This isn't the most enjoyable part of the game for sure. I'm okay with backtracking as long as, like, I have a clue anyway, and right now it's like, my only clue is there's a couple of places it's mentioned in the past that I can go, and maybe I'm just being a big dummy about it, but I just can't really think of too many other places to hang out in. Like, what I do whenever I'm in a Metroidvania-style game like this, I try and think of, like, so... what were any options that I had at any point in the game where I had or didn't have X power? And then just start to, like, piece together back in my head, like, the path I took to get to where I got to at this point. And it seems like there's not a lot more options left. Like, I feel like I've exhausted most of the places I could go to. Even as far as gems, I'm not really finding too many more of those at this point. I think we decided that was not a thing, right? Yeah, because I was way up on the side of that, didn't do anything. What's this? Did I clear? Oh, there's nothing there. Must have already gotten the gem out of it. I think I've already investigated this little puzzly area. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere at all. What's even the point of that? Just like goes over the hole? And been in here. What's the sign say? Lava is hot. I mean, it's a little late at this point, isn't it? Pretty sure I was here as well. I think this is one of the last places I went in the last segment of the stream I did of this. Where does this lead? Oh, we're inside of the dungeon, that's right. And this doesn't actually go anywhere else, I'm pretty sure. It's just a big loopy path. What's this? Oh yeah, this just leads back up. And if I went down the other way, I think that's what led to that eyeball world underneath the ground. Yeah, that's the eyeball world right here. And I don't think there's any other reason for me to be an eyeball world. I've already cleared it out, so... All I can think of is the waterways, poopy as they are, Subcon proved to not be the underground you needed, so maybe that awful maze of bad design would work. Yeah, it's looking like we've isolated variables enough to say that that is very likely the case. And I've been here already too. Leap of Faith. Yeah, this just goes inside the dungeon as well. I guess if I'm particularly skillful, I could use this to get back to Subcon. Maybe. No, wait. Oh yeah, I've got to use the platform. I feel like I cleared out the ice zone very thoroughly. Oh, crap. I walked around in there quite a while, and I thought I'd gone in every possible combination of directions. Oops. Come on. So the tower clearly doesn't have it. If the ice zone doesn't have it, then there's, like, not very many other zones, so I've clearly messed with enough of the other stuff. I don't think they would put any of the hearts in Hell World. So that's, like, our destination, so... I don't know. Pretty weird. Feeling like I'm out of options. Alright, at least I know my way around here pretty well now, right? Hey, good evening, Caspian Crawdad. Lakewood Dungeon, been there. What do you think about the idea of wholly committing to something that isn't even close to guaranteed to working out because your dream to succeed at that thing? Obviously you did this with your job now, but would you recommend it? I mean, that's such a personal question to, like, really break down for anybody else. Seems a little weird. Like, oh wait, did I never go in this lava? In the acid water? I guess I didn't, so maybe this is where I need to be. You know, everybody's got a different level of what kind of risk they're comfortable taking and what kind of support structure and system that they have behind them. So to be able to make any kind of blanket statement like that seems like the wrong way to go. People know what they can do and what they can get away with for the most part, and for me personally, I think I just had the right group of, you know, possibilities that I was able to try that. I mean, obviously it's rewarding. If it works out, you get to live out your dream, and that's, like, the desire and the goal in the first place, obviously. So, you know, as long as you're that passionate, I guess you'll probably usually make that decision, provided you have enough of a fallback system to make that work. What is that tile over on the right? Ah, I can fall down into it. Okay, so there's probably going to be a heart here then, so maybe this is the one for the waterway. But that still leaves one left that I don't know where the hell it is. Oh, this is mysterious. Oh, we got bones. Oh wait, wasn't there like that angry-ass fish in the fishing town? Wait, this isn't a heart at all. Oh shit, guys. Living out the dream is the dream, yeah. Sure, let's read... Oh, maybe it's gonna give me a thing after I do this. You're really getting the hang of this, just remember the things I showed you. Oh, it's the tutorial area. Thanks. You're being very encouraging. This is gonna be a tricky one. Oh, the spikes! Whoa, I'm doing so well. Watch out for the bat! The bat might get me. I did it! Can see you're all like, no, I can do this myself. Achievement unlocked, they thought no one would know. I know you can, go get him. There is a heart in the waterway, and if you haven't done the acid parts yet, you probably don't have it. Okay. Maybe there's a chance that I just kind of started avoiding the acid after a while because I knew it would kill me, and then I forgot to go back to it, so... I mean, that's what I clearly did here. Oh, so slow! I hope it's not, like, in one of the walls in that secret area, because I'm probably not gonna notice if that's the case. That's pretty clearly a dead end. You know, I think the one thing people do often forget about when you talk about the idea of making, like, self-sacrifices and trying to live out a dream or a goal of some kind is, no matter what you do, you're gonna be getting experience in something. It's, you know, unless you're literally just, like, laying on the ground all day, you're gonna be accomplishing something, even if it's not something that seems practical. Everything eventually spins off into things that are practical, just by virtue of living in a world where everyone has sort of the same beliefs and dreams and goals. Even if they're not, like, directly related in that, like, you know, I love making YouTube videos and you love playing soccer. Like, we both have a drive to accomplish something that's very personal to us, so that same sort of spirit that goes into one will go into the other, and eventually they'll all sort of coalesce together into something. So whatever you're trying to do, as long as you do it, whatever it is, you're gonna make progress in some way. The dream is lay on the floor and do nothing but breathe. I mean, yeah, just start a YouTube channel and eventually that's the goal, right? Eventually we'll just lay on the floor and do nothing but breathe. Alright, this is clearly not the way to go. I'm being facetious, obviously, by the way. I'm pretty sure there is a way that you could probably do that, by the way, as a job. Probably if you, like, work as a bed tester. Now, there'd probably be a ton of paperwork. Dream is to make video games, which is why Edmund McMillan is my hero. His quote about how you don't have to make money to be a good artist is very inspiring. Yeah, it's an inspiring dude. He does a lot of good stuff. Alright, for real though, where the F are the hearts? I do have raw talent in gaming, frankly, to be B-Rex. At 90% of the games he plays, no shots fired, and he's an amazing guy, an amazing entertainer, and he's more established, which is why he's more successful. I'm just really good at video games and lack other aspects, so just record yourself playing them that well, then. One of the other speedrunners for Spelunky, what was his name, Late Dog, I think. He never spoke on his streams. He would just do his speedruns and people would show up and watch, and, you know, he got fairly popular just by doing that. So even if you don't feel like you're particularly charismatic as far as, you know, being an entertainer, just play the game and just work at that part and do it in public eye, and people take notice eventually. I mean, it was a freaking big deal when B-Rex was getting those records. I mean, people were writing articles saying he was streaming, like, on Kotaku and shit, which is wild. That's huge exposure. But yeah, like Countdown says, like, if you're as good as you say you are, you'll be getting somewhere as long as you just do stuff in public. I don't know how I just went in a circle there, but I'm not happy about it. I mean, it's a pretty rare thing to be better at games than B-Rex is, especially if you're talking about the games that he's good at. That's not a thing you run into particularly often. He is actually really good. People call him a scum all the time, but they're just being dumb about it, or they're joking. Probably they're being facetious. But he's really good. Why am I doing that? Oh, is there acid over there on the left? Maybe there's acid. Yeah, I agree. I think B-Rex should have more viewers still. There's a few of us that I feel like we've kind of gotten into a rut. It's like nobody's, like, adding to the stream experiences. It feels like most people have become self-sufficient to a certain point, and then it just feels like charity, in a way, to point out those streamers that are already self-sufficient. Which is kind of probably sort of hypocritical coming from me, who's been making an effort to point out more streamers that are just starting out, but You know, everybody needs help from time to time, big or small. And there is sort of a middle ground, where I feel like I'm sort of in the same boat as B-Rex, actually. Me and him, both of our streams are sort of growing at a similar pace. And for a while, I think Bear Taffy as well, but he's kind of cut back a little bit on Twitch lately. Well, as have I for the last week, I guess, but it's not like it was an intentional decision. And I think those people in the sort of the middle position still could use another helping hand to get into the position where, like, the snowballing effect starts to occur much more rapidly. But I'm not complaining. My channel's doing fine on Twitch. That wasn't any kind of, like, cry for help or anything. I think this is a new area. I don't think I've been over here before. Alright, another gem. Hooray! Have a sip of my drink real quick. Was that really the goal of that whole spot? Oh! Okay, I'll take it. Is this where you wanted me to go, game? Really? This is where you wanted me to go. Okay, that turns around much faster than I expected. Let's wait for it. Alright, this has to be where the heart is. It's got that gray brick. Yeah, that's where it is. Wherever you see that gray brick, that's where we're headed. Alright, one more. Man, they really hid that one. It's like in a secret behind a secret. That is wild. Also, how the hell do I get out of here with... Okay. Drinking? I've got two drinks, actually. I've got one that's got, like, this mango juice with seltzer in it, so like a sparkling mango something juice. And, I also have a cup of tea. Red rose black tea with a little sugar in it. Alright, so I've gotten the one out of the waterways. Where the hell else, though, do I need to be? Did I get the one from the ice area? I would have thought I had, but maybe there was just a gold door that I couldn't get into, so I disregarded it and left. Kinda wish I had a magic whistle right now. I could just, like, blow it and leave. Fall faster, please. Okay. Don't look at it as a small business proposal at first. A lot of companies didn't start out being multi-billion-dollar companies. I think I missed the context for that one. Okay, that feels done to me. I feel like I don't want to spend any more time here. Let's just get out wherever the next door is. I think there's one up here somewhere. Additionally, even if you're the best in the world at Osu, I know this from experience in stream and have a YouTube channel, you don't make enough to live off. Well, because it's not always as simple as just stream a game and then it's done. Like, you still have to do the whole exposure part, which is the hardest part. And I think is what generally tends to separate channels. It's really hard to get, you know, heard that you exist. And, you know, it helps to make friendships and alliances and be a part of a bigger community. I think that's kind of what we're all after here. Is there anything over here to the right? No. Oh, come on. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. This freaking platform isn't even necessary. Where the hell's the door? Well, yeah, no, I know I'm preaching to the choir. You just said, though, like, playing a game or being the best in the world at a game is, like, it's not just that. But, yeah, I mean, I know. and it doesn't even matter, like, what game it is, or whether you're the best in the world at it. Although, you know, I think there is a market if it's the right game to get exposure from it, obviously. As, you know, like I said, B-Rex sort of proved with Spelunky. People sort of reached a critical mass about exposure on that game and wanted to propagate any information about people getting better at it. Oh god, I'm lost forever in this goddamn labyrinth of this awful area. Alright, I'm finally out. As far as getting exposure, just like doing something consistently and just being on top of it all the time, it's like the first step anyway. And a lot of that other stuff starts to evolve a little bit from that. You'll start to notice certain groups of people showing up, or you'll start to notice, you know, people gaining favor in some community, and you just gotta ride it out and see what you can do. Obviously making it sound way more simple than it is, but have been at it for nearly 3 years now, so it's not like a, you know, an overnight answer or anything. Oh, right, I forgot about this weird crayfish thing in here. Like, where are these balls coming from anyway? I'm pretty sure I went in this water last time, though, didn't I? Just all spikes all the way over. Okay. Good enough. What about on this side? Another ledge and nothing. And this is where I got the mask, right? Oh, oh, that's where I got to go in the lava and stuff. Okay. That was a thing that I've done already. Oh, is the ass over already? Well, welcome, Raiders. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much, Rob, as well. Yeah, ride it out. Ride that ass. Anybody here that isn't familiar, of course, Alpaca Patrol is who I'm talking about, Rob. You should go give him a follow on twitch.tv/alpacapatrol. He streams 3 times a week, and I often have him on for various things, as well as we do a twice-a-week show together for Magic on my channel and his channel, and any other guests that happen to be on as well. So, yeah, go hit follow on him. Alright, I like this room. Must have just been a gem in here or something I already got. NL was the first big Meat Boy LPer. Nick made some of the earliest and best levels in SMB. You know, because that game took off. Also, Nick has a super cool gimmick of having indie impressions and rhymes from your longest Isaac series ever channel. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a thing that I have indie impressions, but it's not like it's really bringing me much for the most part. In terms of growth, the series has honestly just tapered off over the last year. It grew for a little while, but it's just in fits and spurts, and it really, it doesn't bring in new people, and it generally doesn't really retain people either, but it's just sort of something that is constantly going and is sort of a thread of continuity that brings the channel together. I've considered it quite substantially about what I want to do with that series, but it seems like the only real thing I can think of is to keep it in a holding pattern for now. Thought more people would be excited about finding about weird indie games every day, but it seems like mostly people want to know about stuff they already know about. And there's a very small demographic of people that are interested in, like, critique-style stuff, too. Because I don't do quick jump cuts, I don't scream, I don't flail about, I don't do, you know, a lot of the tropes that people are really into, and a lot of those things involve very quick, gratifying bits of information that are super concentrated, and I don't know, I'm more into just the experience itself, which is not for everybody. Is your biggest thing Twitch right now? Yeah, for sure. The impressions brought me? Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that it's brought you. it's a weird balance, Arakune, between, you know, you want to make sure that you're playing things that people know to some degree, but you also don't want to get pigeonholed into only playing that type of thing. Yeah, I know about that already. And I thought, like, the main idea behind Indie Impressions, not only because I wanted to just find out about a ton of these games, I figured it would be a quick way of reaching a ton of different branches of this community. You know, people that would be inspired by a variety of games would sort of, you know, form up around that concept. You know, if you just find it because you happen to be searching for whatever the game I did last week was, and then you also see that I did this other game that you might be interested in. But, you know, I think mostly people watch either, well, there's some diehards that watch all of them, or there's a small segment, I think, that sort of picks and chooses and watches one every now and then, maybe once a month, or, you know, a couple times a week or something like that. But I think it's pretty rare that people watch every single one, which is what I was hoping would happen, but at the same time, the way I sort of market that series is not necessarily toward those people, because I do the outro the same pretty much every time, and the outro sort of precludes that you're the type of person that hasn't seen the series before. I like to believe, and this is something I was told starting out even early on, that there's always the chance that every video you put up is the first time someone will ever have heard about you, so I try to keep that fairly informational, but there's also a lot of times when it just doesn't make sense to do that kind of thing all the time, and in fact I think it can often get rather annoying to people, and for a while I had to tone down my outros. They were a little too long and wordy. But I think largely some people will just have a personality that fits with what you like to do and your favorite type of things, and those will be the people that stick around, and there's a lot of people that will have minor disagreements with the things you like, and they will curse your name and say horrible things about you for some reason, and then you've got to disregard those people, because it's no reason to get worked up on it. Hoping to compare notes with him next time he's in town. Here, take this for your troubles. Oh. Forgot I did a quest for you, and then I found the Arcadian that was dead. Alright, what am I at now? Collected 103 of 128 gems, repaid all my debts, collect pieces of the Hollywood Heart, someone Stemmon's community knows what. Okay. Should I go bother that girl in Stemmon's community just over and over again and see if that does anything differently? I bet it doesn't. Yeah, thanks, Rye. I know you're one of the few that is definitely super dedicated about it. I'm just saying in general terms, if I was finding more people like you that were dedicated to the series and watched it every single day, and, you know, again, I don't mean to sound egotistical, and I don't intend for this necessarily to be the case, but it is a best-case scenario, the viewership of the series would be steadily rising, you know, over the course of the last couple of years, but instead it's not only not risen, it's sort of stayed tepid and then decreased, and occasionally, oh, there's a thing. I can definitely get to that. But yeah, that would have been the ideal. Ah, we did it. Now, locked, use the skeleton key. Please tell me this is where I needed to go. Oh. Lame. And it's gonna kill me on top of it. Bother the heck out of her. You mentioned she may not really be doing YouTube anymore after this winter. Any update on that? It depends what happens in a few more days, actually. There's a thing coming up that I need to see what's going to happen with. And then I'll know. Most likely things are going to be fine. I've had some positive stuff happen, too, in the behind-the-scenes that I can't really talk about, but, you know, soon. When are you going to do your indie impressions on Happy Wheels? Yeah, probably. Wait, didn't I actually... I think I did that already, like a long time ago. I don't know, search indie impressions Happy Wheels. I think I might have done that. The spot's really annoying. I can't see how to get past that fish properly. I watch the indie impressions videos, but for me, the holdup isn't you or your comedy, but a large part of the unknown games you cover are incredibly niche. Sporadic watching is appealing simply because the content is so intrinsically varied, so low-budget indie games often feature such a large spectrum of gameplay styles and themes. Yep, that's true. And I'm not blaming anything here except for my own, you know, short-sightedness in choosing the theme the way I did. If I did like a Let's Look At series that covers primarily popular Steam games,